Well, what's up, everybody? Just fixing some last minute stuff. It has been a hot minute. Holy crap. Life comes at you fast and furious sometimes, huh? Beyond the Daily, what's up? Normal cat pics. I love cat pics. Gucci. So, Gucci brand. Hello. How are you feeling, friend? How are you feeling, dude? For those of you who do not know, Gucci brand fell on the sword that is step 2 in time for PoE1. Yes, absolutely. I'm psyched about that. Gucci took step 2 last week. And since he's a huge brainiac, he obviously did fine. But we're going to increase his anxiety a little bit here, just because I like doing that. So, let's go to charting outcomes in the match. I'm sure he already knows all this information, but we're just going to reiterate it. We'll see next week. Do you get your score that fast? That's pretty cool, actually. So I am quite confident that you did fine. Ah, yes. Yes. Here we go. Main res, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. That is not really how I want to view this information, but we'll make it work. Ah, download. Excellent. Boom. Much better. It's 2 weeks. That seems... I feel like it was slower than that for me. Which is really inexplicable, right? Like, they should basically be able to batch everybody's score and then, you know, give you a standardized score all at once, right? Let's see. Where is radiology? Where you at, radiology? Oh, I'm looking at the match overall. I don't think this is what I want. Never mind. Charting outcomes is what I want. That's what I searched for, right? This is just the match data. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see. So match rates, our friend Gucci's going into diagnostic radiology. So 86%, which sounds good. That's actually really scary because you have a 14% chance of not doing what you want. There's a lot of self-selection involved in that. So, yeah. It's weird. That's real weird. Like, if you're not trying to do primary care these days, that's, it's rough. Let's see. Medicine. Let's go down to radiology. Interventional radiology. That is not what I want. OB. Also not what I want. Path. Nope. Pediatrics. Nope. Nope. Oh my god. R is so far down the alphabet. When did that happen? Alright, psych. We're close enough. Radonk. Ah, what a cock tease. Vascular surgery? What the fuck? That's not... That's not after radiation. Yeah, I'll just control F. I'll do this the smart way. Fine, fine. Oh, diagnostic radiology. Those fuckers. Okay, I see. There we go. Alright. Step 1 scores. Oh, well, don't care about that anymore. Step 1 is pass-fail. Alright, so, check this out. So, diagnostic radiology is right here. So, matched, people have, like, high 250s, basically. Here, we'll zoom in on this. And I don't know what that is. So, step 2, score percentiles. So, step 2, here you go. So, the mean with a standard deviation of 15. So, that's like almost a standard deviation. Here we go. This is more useful. So 76th percentile basically is average. That sucks. Probably more self-selection scares the borderline applicants away. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it does. But yeah, I mean, keep in mind that you should apply to very undesirable places like Kansas City when you do this, just because we have radiology programs too, believe it or not. But yeah, that's just like, that's so freaking scary, man. Like, just to be in the middle of the pack, you've gotta hit like the top quartile basically. Can you guys see that? You probably can't see this. Boop 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 boop. There we go. I've forgotten what my step 2 score was. I think I was in the 250s, something like that. But that was also a higher percentage, or higher percentile, back in my day when we walked to clinicals uphill both ways in the snow, barefoot. But in any event, I'm sure Gucci will get excellent news and will be just fine in his application to diagnostic radiology programs. So congrats on being done with a giant hurdle in your training. The hurdle, actually, since med school is now basically boiled down into that one test. In the NBMA's infinite wisdom, anything over 250 gives you an okay shot. Probably. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, I mean, the thing that you gotta remember is this is like, or these numbers factor in a whole bunch of real tryhards. You know, there's a whole bunch of like academic programs and stuff that just have, you know, their score whores and they have numbers that are through the roof, but their training may not be that great. One of the things that I always think is very interesting about medical training is that, like, often the high powered, like, it is my observation, this is not based on any sort of data whatsoever, but it is my observation that clinical prowess and ability and like prestige of the residency that you go to have a negative correlation. They're inversely proportional. Like, I assume that's because like higher powered, more prestigious residencies generally focus more on research and they place a much higher premium on that, whereas kind of lesser known places generally don't push research quite as much and instead focus on putting you in like a ton of cases and getting you a ridiculous amount of experience. So perhaps others have had a different experience, but that's been my impression for sure. Matched unlap, matched barely overlap. That is kind of interesting. I mean, that would tell you that scores are very important, right? They select highly for people who perform well on the tests. Gen Surge is the same way though. It's kind of weird. So is medicine. Medicine's always been an interesting one to me because they're like, I feel like there's little community programs where, you know, if you've got a pulse, you match there, but then there's like the NIH and Hopkins and stuff where you've got to be like the best of the best to go there. Now, what are the people with like upper 240s doing who don't match in pediatrics? Riddle me this. I wonder if those are people who like apply to pediatrics as a backup and just don't match in any of the places. Shows they, yeah, it shows they value scores for sure. Which, you know, with radiology makes a lot of sense because there's not a whole lot of like clinical performance there, strictly speaking. I mean, obviously you have to like be good at reading stuff, but I think you can argue pretty well that your ability to master a comprehensive standardized test will correlate very well to your ability to, you know, read images and you know, give some sort of meaningful clinical feedback on those. So I get that. So Stream Elements, just they updated with a multi-chat feature, which is freaking awesome. And I have it up, and it looks like it works well. They want high scores because diagnostic radiology boards are hard as fuck. I hear that, dude. I have a few friends in radiology, and they say boards were brutal. Correlates to your ability to pass them. Yeah, I mean, that tracks, right? Like, yeah, makes perfect sense. Sort of like as I understand it, the main driving force that keeps the MCAT in business is that it is the number one thing that correlates with your ability to pass med school. Like, it's really the only, like, you know, pre-med school thing that you do that has any sort of meaningful correlation at all to how you perform in med school, which, you know, makes sense because it's really the only standardized thing that exists. So, in terms of, like, qualifying for med school. Because as we all know, 4.0s were not all created equal. So, yeah. And that's all I'll say about that. If you play the game right, you take a real easy 4.0. Cool. Well, yeah, I bet you'll do fine. What a great field, man. What a great time to be going into it, too. So, I mean, there's so many, like, great job opportunities because it's going largely remote. So I have this friend. I'm pretty comfortable calling him a friend at this point. He's a dude down in Texas who both of us are huge Warhammer nerds, and he actually reached out to me after I, like, basically tried to buy an army probably, man, I don't know, 2 years ago or so. And like, basically he was just like taunting me and making fun of me, and somehow knew I was an anesthesiologist. I don't know how that happened, but he's a radiologist. And so I kind of pick his brain about how things are going, and it seems like it is a great place to be, man. So I really hope you are wildly successful and enjoy your career and stuff. I think you're going to be just fine. All right. Well, as for me, I have I can't say that there's been like an unbelievable amount of stuff going on in my life, but it seems like every single time I tried to go live, some shit would pop up. Like, you know, who knows? Like, I had to cover a call for one of my colleagues, but that actually went really well in a sense because my wife ended up needing surgery on the day that I traded out of. So that ate up about 2 weeks of my time because, you know, it's sort of like she had mega lifting restrictions. So I kind of had to be there to take care of that. And we have a 2-year-old who wants to, you know, be held and stuff all the time. So she had a hernia and like urgent hernia surgery. It wasn't like, you know, as urgent surgery goes, wasn't a huge deal, but you know, took her out of commission for a while. She's still, you know, she's doing fine. She's recovering, but hang on. Anyway, yeah, that happened. My son started baseball, and a couple of his games have been like rescheduled for Wednesdays, which is, you know, Wednesday, Sunday has been my historical stream time. So, good gosh darn, what's up, man? Would I do anesthesia for my wife's surgery? I I would prefer not to. I really don't like um working on people I know, honestly. There's a lot of like, potential hard feelings and stuff there. Oh my god, 33 months. Holy shit. It's so long. Thank you, man, for your continued support. However undeserved it may be. So you have your first radiology rotation on Monday? That's really cool. As a third year? That's awesome. That's cool that you get to do that. Bartimaeus, man, everybody's coming out. I love it. Good to see you, dude. You got promoted? No shit. Okay, what are you doing now? No, fourth? Wait, what? What the fuck? Your fourth year? How? In June? How does that work? Okay. Hired you full time in senior capacity. Holy shit, look at this big swinging dick. That's amazing, dude. Good for you. I hope you're liking what you're doing. That's super cool. Are you remote? Do you work remotely? I just sort of assume that everybody who isn't me works remotely these days. 18-month preclinical. Ah, that's right. That's right. You came late, but are interested to hear my anesthesia for wife question. Answer? Yeah. The answer is yes, I would. But I wouldn't want to. I don't like working on people that I know because I just, if anything goes wrong, like that just sucks. I would feel very responsible and very guilty. Like I don't feel guilty about a lot of things, but that would be one. Yeah. Yeah, don't care for that. Don't like anesthetizing people. I'll go out of my way to get them set up and get them through all of the this is a really annoying song. Get them through all the red tape and stuff that you have to do. Like I'll make connections with surgeons and make sure they're set up with good anesthetists and all that stuff. But like as far as taking care of them myself, I'm not down with that. I do not like it. So, an aside, one of my partners, actually, when he was, I think it was at his first job, which was in, not here, not in state. Basically, his wife started bleeding out and needed an emergency hysterectomy when delivering their triplets by C-section, and like the anesthesia team was just completely unprepared. So my partner was in the room and was just like, okay, you fuckers get out of the way. I'm taking care of this. So he like intubated his wife and like managed her case basically, even though he wasn't the one on the case. He was just like, get out of the way, which is hardcore. Been a fucking grind, but paying off. Been remote, but with FTEs, they don't allow any remote working. Oh, yeah, okay. Semi-hybrid, they want you in office. I mean, could be worse, dude. If you're liking what you're doing, then no worries. Cyberknife for the brain lesion and skip the cranny? That is a fantastic idea. All of that like crazy radiology shit is, I love it. That's so Wakanda, like futuristic crazy nonsense. I don't know anything about it. Like the gamma knife, the cyber knife, all those things are, I mean, they sound fucking badass too, right? Like how cool is it to say like, oh yeah, I work with the gamma knife. No big deal. Just a gamma knife. How are my kids? They're good. We are trying to potty train my daughter currently this week because I'm off. It is not going well. It's actually just not going. Really. It's not like she just like sits there and pees. We keep reminding her like, hey, Naomi, like tell us when you need to pee. Sounds like Elon Musk buzzword regurgitation. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right? Sounds like some like cheap sci-fi shit. Like you turn on the sci-fi channel at like 2 in the morning and that's what they're talking about. But yeah, we're trying to potty train and she just like she hasn't randomly shit yet, but she definitely has not told us that she needs to pee once, and we've been really good about putting her on the little like, toilet extender thing that fits a toddler butt, like giving her opportunities to pee, and she'll go on the toilet and just go, she'll like make a face and go, I can't do it, and nothing happens, and then she like pisses herself when we sit her down in her high chair. Like, fuck, man. Why just go to the bathroom. Our first kid, man, my son was a breeze to potty train, which was unexpected. That he was super easy. This one, maybe not so much. We're actually like, this is day 2, and if we agreed, my wife and I agreed that if she doesn't show some sort of meaningful progress tomorrow, we're just gonna scrap it for like a month and then come back to it. Time to get her a pure rig. Totally. It totally is. How's the side biz? Side biz is good. We're coming up on insurance renewal, and I just sort of had that talk with my partner, and because our like malpractice is by far the most expensive part of this business. So in terms of overhead, at least. So I was like, hey man, do you want to re-up? Like, so we're black for the year, which is incredible for a startup business. So profitable for the year, just barely, but still. And the way it's set up now, because of all the like GLP-1 agonist people, we have a pretty solid base of recurring income, and exposure spreading. Like, we're working on ad campaigns, like we're on Google Ads and stuff now, and trying to work with some influencers, and one of the anesthetists actually does what do you call it, user generated content. Yeah, user generated content. So we're gonna have her make an ad for us, and just gonna like spam high effectiveness ads. We are offering GLP-1s. Yeah, yep, absolutely. And then we've got a friend who's working on a website and an app for us, actually in exchange for GLP-1 therapy, which is badass. We're already profitable, yeah, just barely, but we are. Probably by about $1,000 to $2,000. So yeah, it's going well. Yeah, we get them from compound pharmacies, which has been a bit of a challenge because the FDA has been dicey on that front for the last 6 months or so. They've been like, Eli Lilly's really putting a lot of pressure on the FDA to crack down on compounding pharmacy manufacture of tirzepatide, which is like Mounjaro or Zepbound. And it's worked. But the pharmacies keep basically using the Eli Lilly's tricks against them, and they'll like combine tirzepatide with like B12 or something, some like essentially inert chemical, and call it a different drug. So Eli Lilly's been trying to like stomp out those fires, and just like little more fires pop up next to it. What's the margin on it? Good. Depends though. You have to sort of track down the affordable pharmacies. I would say right now, let's see, I'll have to do the math off the top of my head. Margin is, so depending on the dose, so the margin decreases based on how much somebody buys. Because just the market is weird, and so like the highest dose, so like, well, I'll use here, we're gonna go to my website so I can actually just show you this. So this is my site, which is in dire need of updating. I guess somebody's fucking with it, apparently, because that's not how it usually looks. Anyway, so like tirzepatide, so our cost scales more rapidly than the dose price does, if that makes sense. So like I think with our new supply, we recently got a new supplier, so I'm trying to remember their exact prices. I believe this costs us, like a max dose costs us like $300 or something, whereas this costs us like 160, like half that. But obviously we don't make twice the money, so the lower doses are more profitable. So it's something like 40 to 60% margin, just depending on, you know, how much they buy. How do we screen compound facilities? Some yes, absolutely, some are better than others. Reviews is a big one. Word of mouth, also a big one. Because I know a few people who are in this space. So we try to stick with so there are differences between them. So there's I forgot the exact terminology. FDA B pharmacy? I think that's what it is. Well, I've forgotten which is which. Oh, there we go. 503B. So this is the 503B pharmacies are FDA regulated, so we try to stick with them. They are generally a little more expensive than the 503A pharmacies, which are state regulated. So the FDA regulated ones are generally of higher quality, and a little more responsible. Definitely don't want medicine to be your only income. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the only way up is to branch out, unfortunately. So yeah, we try to stick with 503B pharmacies. We have used some of the bigger 503A pharmacies, like Hallandale is actually the largest. I think it's the largest compounding pharmacy in the country, and I believe they're 503A. Yeah. But they are also like a freaking giant. So we pretty thoroughly review and vet all the companies, and we, you know, obviously ask our patients for feedback and stuff. Like if they don't feel like they're getting results that they have, like especially the ones who have used different sources of meds, if they don't feel like they're getting the same effect, then we just don't ask questions and scrap it if we've heard that more than once. Because there's you can throw a rock in any direction and hit a compounding pharmacy. They're just like, they're everywhere. It's a big business these days. But yeah, that's the, like, the recurring income is freaking awesome. And that's, so the goal here is not to, or at least in my opinion, and as of right now, the goal is not to have like this empire that I build. It's just to have some like basic recurring income and maybe sell this. And recurring income is the way that you make your company valuable. Like fastest, basically. And this is a nice it's a nice business model because basically everybody that we capture through advertising is worth so much because the margin is huge and the product is very expensive. So like I think we've spent, I mean, I don't want to go into my Google Analytics because that's probably like devastatingly doxing, but like say we spend $300 on a Google campaign, you know, and 4,000 people see our website, which is basically like what is currently going on. Like we need one sale to make that back, basically, or two. So if 2 people buy our product, then we paid for that cost of advertising. So that's pretty cool. It makes it way easier. You know, we're not like selling widgets for $5 a piece and, you know, a 20% margin where we've got to like sell a shitload to make that meaningful. They don't set the company up to run without them, so it's running by themselves. Yeah, so it I mean, this basically does run without me already. Like I'm pretty much I'm just a order monkey. Like that you need a physician or a pharmacist, I guess. But you need somebody with a prescribing license to order the meds, and that's it. Like the nurses that we work with run everything else. Now, I actually have a group event on Sunday that I will be personally going to, but that's kind of more of a PR thing because the person hosting it is a parent at the school my son goes to, and I think we have some mutual friends. So I don't need to be there. Like the nurse is probably way better at all of the things that we offer than I am, but but it's just, to put a face to the business and all that. Not the sole founder. I have 100% ownership. No, I am the only founder. I founded this business like 7 years ago, pre-pandemic, and just never closed it down because it cost me like all of the expense basically was up front because we had a bunch of legal shit to do to make it um legit and keep me distinct from my medical practice, so like if somebody sued me in this side gig, it wouldn't, somehow spill over into my uh, anesthesia job. So that took a lot of legal wrangling, and I used a very expensive lawyer too. So you get what you pay for. So that said, maintaining all the like licensure and stuff, like I basically just had to keep a Kansas medical license, and I think there were like maybe a few business licenses that I had to keep up. So it's like $400 or $500 a year just to keep it going. So I just did that, and it's good for me to keep a Kansas license anyway, in case I want to go work to at a hospital in Kansas, because Kansas is a 20-minute walk from my house. It's not very far. Uh, you should work in one of those clinics. Sounds like a good gig for a nurse. It is a good gig for a nurse, and our nurses are treated very well, I think. So we so if anybody's looking for a nurse job, so we pay 10% of each GLP-1 that they administer. So they don't get anything for the stuff that we like. They get paid for signing someone up, but the people who we mail stuff to directly, they don't get paid for. But if they go out to somebody and administer their shots or give them their meds or whatever, then they get paid for that. So 10% of GLP-1 agonists, they get $25 per IV infusion, $5 per injection here, and then $1 per Botox unit, and also $20 an hour for their time. That's how we've paid them, and it seems to be working out pretty well. And they're just contractors. They just contract with us, technically. But like I work with all three of them, all three of the nurses that so one of the nice things about anesthesia is that you know everybody in the hospital and you know who's good at their jobs. And these are like two of the best nurses I've ever worked with, and they just happen to be interested in cosmetics and recreational IV stuff. Depends on volume. It does, yeah, but that's the idea, is that it's like, it encourages them to get after it basically. But most people get 30 to 40 units of Botox, so if you line up 7 people who want Botox, that's going to take you an hour at the absolute most, probably more like 30 minutes, and you make $200. Like one of the nurses sets up she has like a pop-up at her salon once a month, and that's where like a lot of people go to her for their refills, and she just chills there for like 5 hours on a Saturday or a Friday. Actually, I think she goes on Fridays, so she just chills there for 5 hours on a Friday and makes like $600. So she's got a nice thing going. And she doesn't have to. I mean, this is like as low maintenance as it possibly can get. Like, basically, she just like hands somebody a vial of tirzepatide and says, "Take it and give me a call if you have any problems." Like, they've already signed up and they know all the side effects and they've got the literature and all that shit. So it's just running itself now. Oddly enough, the IV stuff is probably the biggest legwork uh, offering that we have, because you have to like actually drive out to somebody's house, which blows. But we pay them a minimum of $50 if they go, if they like go to a place, they get $50 minimum. So I think that's more than fair. And they seem happy. So yeah, my partner and I are pretty easy to work with. And they get all the supplies they want. You know, we order whatever IVs they like, whatever equipment they feel like they need. We just order it. No questions asked, man. Yeah, I mean, I hope I make millions. That'd be great. That'd be freaking awesome. I'm a long way away from that, though. I think we're, so I don't know how you calculate business value. What do you call that? Valuating businesses. Valuation. Oh yeah, they're all IV push. Yep, absolutely. The only one that we don't push is Decadron, because so for those of you who don't know, dexamethasone has my personal favorite medical side effect, and that is it makes your taint burn. So if you push Decadron through somebody's IV, it makes them have a fire crotch, which I think is fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, you don't need. Yeah, I actually just purchased caps, IV caps, like neutrons, claves, whatever you call them. I just purchased those for the first time yesterday, coincidentally. Like, we don't ever use them. Just start an IV, hook the infusion up, pressure bag that shit in. Good to go. And our like cost for all of these things is like, so the IV stuff and the injections, that's where the money is. This stuff is recurring, like the Botox and the GLP-1s, that's recurring income. This is where the margin is. Like the hangover IV, that costs us like $30 ish. A shot of B12 is like 20 cents. We charge $20 for it, which is awesome because this is cheaper than market rate, or it's about market rate. But we can run all sorts of B12 specials. So it's like, hey, come in and get your B12 shot for $10. Yeah, it's awesome, right? Here you go. $10 B12 is so much cheaper than everybody else, but we're still making like 93% profit on it, you know? Precepting a new grad, and she pushed Decatron while you weren't focused. Yeah. Hilarious. Even the fucking comatose patient is like, please don't do that again. Amazing. Yeah, I did that a few times with, like, when I first started this the first time around, I was like, it's probably fine, and I would just push it in a port, like, high up the IV. It's not fine. I inject that in the bag. Like, both times I did it, like, it was women both times. Both times I did it, they were like, oh, what's going on? This is really weird. I was like, yep, that's 100% my fault. Sorry. So only things you can't push would be magnesium, the Decadron, calcium. Calcium's a bad idea to push too. But yeah, everything else is about as benign as it gets. Mild agitation in a patient with compazine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it can happen. Any of those, like, dopamine related drugs can kind of mess with people's mood a little bit. Compazine's awesome, though. I like Compazine a lot. It's just more expensive. I mean, it's not very expensive, but it's more expensive than this shit. But yeah, short answer, business is good. I feel like we've got a pretty good base now, and kind of have a little more direction which is to push the living shit out of these. And I'm hoping that this Sunday I make a bunch more connections. We've got 7 people confirmed for that event, so all of whom are affluent parents who can't afford to be hungover, so they are willing to pay $120 to get their day back and not be harassed by their children. You don't understand how you're supposed to slow IV push stuff in a syringe? It's all bullshit, dude. Like, yeah, it's the rules that nurses have for IV administration stuff is just, it's absolute nonsense. Like, I just like shake my head every time I see like the weird. So anybody who's never been in an ICU doesn't know what I'm talking about, but like if your patient has a central line, which is like a big IV that either goes like in your neck or under your collarbone. So it has 3 ports on it. Okay? All 3 of those ports come together inside the central line. Okay? Well, here, we've looked at central lines before, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, I want that up actually. So here. This is what it looks like. Okay. See that? So there's 3 ports. This looks like a pretty ghetto one. That's like very low quality. But in any event, see, that's the thing. So they all 3 of those come together in this one tube. But you will hear nurses swear all day long that you can't mix these meds because they'll precipitate and they'll occlude vessels and cause problems and all sorts of shit. Well, honey, they already are coming together, like right in here somewhere, like in this area, like that's already happening. Like, not to mention, we've been pumping this shit, like, if the patient's under anesthesia, all that shit's running through just one lumen anyway. Like, it's all been doing that for hours as it is, and then it mixes in their blood at the very least. So yeah, right. It's, yeah, all the weird nursing rules are just total nonsense. 120 is pocket change when you're rich. Yeah, for real. I mean, that's my thought, dude. Like, if I feel like ass, I'm gonna pay $100 to get my day back. If that's, half an hour of work to you, why would you not? Why would you endure the hangover and feel like shit with your kids, your little kids running around? There's just no reason to do that. Aren't they supposed to release at different links of the cath? They technically do. But like, they're like the 16 gauge is at the tip, and there's one like there and one like halfway between those, basically. So they're all pretty much released at the same point, but they do mix. How's a triple lumen cath? $114. They're actually, this is a really cheap, shitty one. I think most of them are more expensive than that. Like, that's probably just the catheter. Like, you just get this in a sterile pack. Like, an actual central line kit is a lot more expensive. Yeah, see here. The actual set is $300. Dude, medical shit is just crazy expensive. Yeah, see, catheter only. Is it not just, oh, it's totally plastic, yeah. Yeah, it's just sterile plastic. Nothing fancy about it. It's just very expensive. Have I seen any precipitates? There are drugs that do precipitate. Like, Zofran is actually pretty notorious for that. There are several things that precipitate with Zofran, like Benadryl, dexamethasone, Toradol, like basically all the shit that we use here. So you gotta push your Zofran separately. You can't mix it all together in one syringe and go to town. But yes, I have seen precipitates. It does happen. But yeah, nobody ever pushes Zofran like in a drip. So you just administer it and it goes. So practically speaking, Jesus. Practically speaking, that's not a problem. Yeah, exactly. Just flush it fast. That's very anti-nurse solution to the problem, but it does work. That's a business dude, medical suppliers make an unbelievable amount of money. Like that's why reps make so much, man. Reps make a ton of cash. Because all the shit they're selling is ludicrously expensive. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna play some Monster Train. Let's do this shit. Let's pause this, even though that's a very groovy tune. So I don't know if you guys have played the first one, but it is an awesome game. It's like a deck builder kind of thing. Like if you've ever played Slay the Spire, it's sort of like that, but in my opinion, superior. Oh my god, that's so loud. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, is that better? Sorry about that. Holy crap. That always catches me by surprise. Oh, Jesus Christ. Apologies. Sorry, everybody. Even that's a little loud. Alright. Ear rape. The forces of hell fight a last desperate battle. You are the forces of hell, by the way. You're trying to prevent heaven from doing something with this train. Emboldened by their victory, Hell's champion takes the fight to heaven. Oh no! Yeah, fuck you, train. New titans emerge from the outer realms to reshape heaven and hell. New champions must rise to fight them. I would love to be a voice actor. I don't think it pays quite as well as what I do, though. Oh, look at that. That's a very, like, orky train. Ghetto as fuck, man. In we go. Monster Train 2. Okay. A foe awaits you. Wait, so am I Hell's Train now? Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell's going on. No special... Let's see. Okay. Loot Horde. Earn Dragon's Horde and loot it outside of battle for valuable rewards. Okay, okay. Cards drawn. Ooh, you can affect your starting hand size and stuff? Oh, that's cool. What a good idea. What's all this? Primary clan, the Banished. No Covenant. Cool. Let's see. Some of the ICU nurses you work with would flip out over flushing IV lines fast, but not... Yeah, paging for hypotension and needle evo. Okay. Yeah, I have similar problems. Our nurses, for some reason, will, like, run an unbelievable amount of pressure through, like, a peripheral IV and, like, not have an arterial line or a central line. Like, what? What the fuck? What are you doing? You're going to make that person's hand fall off. Here we go. Is this still too loud? It seems kind of like it's too loud. Speed normal. Yeah, sure. Alright, let's fucking go. What's this? Continues until all enemies are defeated. This unit cannot be routed. Okay. So I guess that's the boss. Fallen champion, recover, restore, so they heal. Let's fuck them up, boys. Takes too much damage from enemy attacks. He runs over. Yep. Okay. Any card with a blue banner on it. You will draw your champion and any unit card with a blue banner on it. After you end this turn, enemies will invade. Okay. You can play each unit card once per battle. Fell. So this is my dude. Revenge. Apply Valor 1 to friendly units. What the fuck does Valor do? 1 attack per stack? Raise armor to... If this is the front unit after combat. Raise armor to stack count. I don't know what that means. Huh. Okay, what's the shield steward do? So he has 8 attack, 25 life. So I wonder... Bet you the numbers are a little bit different than what they are in the other one. Ah! Okay. I'm just gonna play around with that and see what happens. No, I want there. There you go. In turn. Enemies aborted my train! Let's see. Okay, so it's the same thing as the first one so far. Oh! You know, I think... Let's see. Settings, graphics. There we go. Much better. Alright. Well, is that much better? I don't know. Exclusive? Yeah, I don't know that I want that. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. Here we go. Pyrgel 2? +1 damage. Incoming damage per stack. Okay. 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 Move to the front of the floor. Spear Steward. Oh, so these are my little shits. I see. So you get to play there. Oh, and I have 2 of these. Let's see. Stop it. Okay. So why does he get 1 armor? Front unit gains. Oh, he gained... I see. So he gains an armor for each Valor he has. Oh, that's crazy good. Okay. Let's see, so he's gonna die. Where are you gonna go? Here. You get Valor and more Valor. Okay, you guys go. Excellent. These are new mechanics. Those weren't in the last one, which is really cool, by the way. Okay. So he's gonna gain 5. Let's see. Just cause. You go forward. So he's gonna die. You get more just cause. And we'll put a spear dude there. That'll do. Excellent. Alright, boss time. Combat will continue in this room until you or he is defeated. Alright. Let's go, baby. Apply Valor 2. Nope. I want to... Let's see. Deal damage? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, get out of there. Last stop. Sweet. Let's see. Get a clan pack? Sure. Penitent's blood suit. What is shift? What the fuck does shift mean? Okay. Triggers whenever a unit moves. Oh, so you can deal... So like when they go between floors, they take 30 damage. That's pretty cool. Solve trigger shift. Huh. Oh, that's kind of cool. So do I want 30 direct damage? I think I want to manipulate there. Flicker seems pretty good. Ooh. Those are cool. Alright, let's see. Get a banished unit. Get a Pyreborn unit. Forge spells for new powers. Forge units to gain new powers. Well... Let's see, what do I have here? So I've got this bad boy. Why don't we go zhuzh up some of the spells? Merchant of Magic. What can I get here? Oh, this freaking guy is back. Crazy ass cat, and he has like a bionic eye now. 20 magic power and consume. Oh, I can't afford spell chain. Oh, bummer. What is intrinsic? Oh, well, that's kind of nice. Upgrade a spell that costs -1. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. Which one do I want to? Probably this, right? Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll remove a... What do I want to remove here? Probably one of those guys. Alright, what do I get? Greed Dragon? Holy shit. Okay. Incant. Pyrogel 1. Huh. Do I want a big beefy dude? Or do I want a utility guy? Ooh, don't know. Let's try him. Alright, here we go. Beefy. Maybe I should have picked Beefy. I don't know. Actually, I probably should have, now that I think about it, because my leader's kind of a little bitch. Right, you go there. You go there. Okay. In turn. Okay. Let's see. So. And you get Valor. Oh yeah, they attack first. I forgot about that. Well, that sort of sucks. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I can consume that. So you get destroyed. You are fire started. So he's gonna get minus 15? Oh man, I forgot how, like, brain-bending this game is. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Okay. Excellent. Alright. Sweet. He only has 6 life left, though. That sort of sucks. A brief respite. Okay, he's gonna die. And that's okay. Let's see. Spear Steward. Where should you go? You should probably go there. There we go. And, oh yeah, I wanted to do just, okay, well, fuck it, whatever. You'll get a couple procs of Valor there. Excellent. Final wave. Alright. You die. Let's see. So he does 5 damage. How do I solve this problem? So you need to come to the front, little man. I don't really want him to move to the front, though. Okay. Top right and toggle speed. Oh, I see. Whoa, that's way fast. There we go. Alright, so he's gonna die and only lose... That's thinking to lose 7 life. What? Alright. That's probably not what I want. So... Uh-oh, am I gonna lose on this level? Yikes. Never seen anyone on those meds that basically cause you to overheat? Which ones are those? I feel like I've heard something about that, actually. Are you talking about, like, Fin? Alright. He started bashing my engine, but can't remember the name, but a bigger male patient, they couldn't figure out why his temp wouldn't drop below 103. Well, that seems bad. Deal damage. Oh, that's cool. Consume advanced applied damage shield 2. Seems like we're gonna go offense as defense. Slay, gain a dragon egg. Oh, nice. Okay. Greed gives me gold. We're gonna do that one. Okay. I like the dragon egg potential. Let's see. More magic, Merchant of Arms. Alright, let's go back to the magic, dude. See what you got. Oh, I don't have any gold, though. That's the problem. Oh, Spell Chain is so good. Shit. Alright, so... Can I do Cleave? Wait, do I want Cleave or do I want the Dragon Egg thing? Golden Touch. That's probably what I want. Avenger. Revenge. Alright, let's go Beefcake this time. I made the mistake the first time around. Non-stop ice cooling for a week? That's crazy, dude. Not like freaking ecstasy, is it? DNP? Dinitrophenol, huh? Cause rapid loss of weight, but is unfortunately associated with an unacceptably high rate of significant adverse effects. Sold under a number of different names. Uncoupling of oh god. Okay. So for anyone who doesn't know what this means, basically, this makes metabolism happen completely unchecked. So, essentially just your cells, like, don't make energy, but they burn energy, like, without bound. So you lose a lot of weight. Babies have a special type of adipose tissue called brown fat that does this. And that's to keep them warm, because they have such a high surface area to volume ratio that they cool off really fast, so they have brown fat to do that. But this is actually like a poison, basically. This is a way to kill somebody. Okay, yeah, so don't take this for weight loss. I've never heard of it, but yeah, that's not good for you. Let's see. Oh, this is just kind of like, yeah, that's scary shit, man. Yeah, definitely don't take that. Never, ever, ever take that. Alright, let's go. No, I am not sure. Ooh, I missed that. Oh, here we go. Intubated, sedated, and paralyzed him. Wow, okay. A mysterious robed figure steps beside the tracks. Care to bring aboard a wandering hitchhiker? The mystery man asks. I must warn you, the stranger continues. My presence comes with certain burdens. But once I recoup my strength, I will make it worth your while. Will I invite this mysterious stranger aboard the train? Yes. Of course I will. The mysterious stranger steps aboard and tips his hat towards you. Thank you. This will be much nicer than walking all the way there. Needing Levo because of all the sedation. Damn, man. That's like a double whammy. Alright, so I have the Avenger. I have Dante the Dependable. I mean, what the fuck is Dante's Candle? 1 blight, unpurgeable. Your pyre takes 3 damage? What? Oh, so this is just like a card you can't play, basically. Gain a stack of multi-strike for each blight card in your deck. Wow, I bet he can actually be pretty freaking hardcore, but I will not be using him. That's cool. That's cool. Gains Rage 2 on Siphon. Triggers when an enemy unit dies on this floor. Okay. Draws power from the defeat of his forces, becoming enraged at their failure. Alright, well. Oh shit, we're in it now, boys. Okay, don't really want to summon you. Let's see. Avenger, you can go there. You go there. And you go there. Oh, and I have no more points. Cool. Let's do it. Ember, that's the word. Oh shit, he's... what? Moves between floors freely but can be attacked if you clear out enemies on that floor. Oh shit, okay, so he gains rage. I see, when enemies die here. Okay, got it. Got it. So I need to kill you. And I very much want to get a dragon egg. Because I don't really know what that does. You get Pyre Cask. Nice. Well, that actually was a pretty good turn. Oh. You bitch, get back here. What is this? Triggers activate when specific events. Check tool tips. Put a purple trigger icon. What? Okay. Triggers after combat. So he gains attack and takes damage. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Dante, you can eat a dick. Let's see. So everything takes 20 damage, huh? That seems pretty good. Oh, what? Okay, I was thinking it was dealing damage to my Avenger, but I was gonna be fucking indignant about that. So he dies anyway, but I'll get that stack of whatever that is. Okay. End my turn. Yep. Eat a dick, Flatulent. Alright, what do we do here? What do we do? What is Valor again? Raise armor to stack count. If it's the front unit after combat. Okay. So he's gonna take... how much damage? 23. Fucking A, man. I do not like that, Sam I am. So those guys are just gonna kind of go up there unopposed, huh? Man, I need to get my champion some fucking Balls. Oof, maybe I should have fire gelled him a little bit more, then he would have died. Shit. Well. Uh-oh. That's a lot of just causes. Well. I guess we'll do that. Just cause, just cause, just cause! Excellent! Okay, he's gonna die. Ooh. Nice. Oh, wait a second. Oh, my leader's almost dead. Fuck. Alright, those guys just like fucking running through. Relentless. Alright. So he's gonna lose 197. That's actually not bad. It's more than I thought. So I guess I just Firestarter him as much as possible, huh? Boop. 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 Oh, so close. Ooh, not exactly crushing this run. Let's see. So. Oh no, do I have to use Dante? Fuck. I don't wanna. Oh, that was so good. Give me dragon eggs, baby. Alright. Double the amount of Pyrogel on a unit. Okay. Friendly units gain Valor 6 on Slay. Ooh. Okay. Oh shit, that's really good. Okay. What's fire breathing do? Slam. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to this unit's current armor. Okay. Shift gain rage 2. Huh. That's kind of cool. What do I want? Kind of like that, actually. To this unit's... Oh! To the front enemy unit equal to this unit's current heart and armor. Oh, that's awesome. For 1 Ember, huh? So he gains Valor whenever... Huh. That's pretty good, though. That's sort of a, like, long-term guy, because if I give him, like, multi-strike or something, he would be quite good. Alright, do I want that guy? I think I'm gonna do him. Oop, choose an enhancement. Let's see, your pyre gets stuff, draw a card each turn, 2 space on each floor. I think I want that. Rewards grow as you collect more. You can loot it now or save it for later. Let's see. So at 8. Alright, so I definitely want to be able to select what I get, so I'm going to hang on to those. I will save them. Let's see, what's this? Something surprising. Merchant of Trinkets. A room card, you say? Alright, we're gonna go this way. Upgrade my champion. Yes, please. So, more durable. Apply Valor 2 to friendly units. That's pretty good. Let's do that. Merchant of Steel. Oh. What do I want to be endless? So incoming damage reduced by half. Who do I want to have a whole bunch of life? Probably this guy, right? Okay, you get a lot of life. And... let's see. Tight Knight. Endless. Oh, I don't have enough for Endless. Fuck! Okay. What do I want to get rid of? I like the fire starter. Maybe we'll get rid of Just Cause. I don't know. Yeah, we'll get rid of Just Cause. Do I want anybody to just have... it's only 14... what? 20 gold? Yeah, not gonna waste my money. Not going to waste it. Alright. Oh, yeah. Okay. Unit with Endless. That is very interesting. Who gets Endless? Probably this guy. Yeah, you're gonna be a badass. What is this? Armory, choose a card. Whoa, what? equipment. It gains 1 attack permanently. What? This seems awful. You get multi-strike and you lose an attack for each time you hit. We'll just try that. I don't even know what that does. Let's find out. Activating the trial will make this battle more difficult, but you'll earn an extra reward if you win. Let's see. Restore 150 health when they move up. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm strong enough for that shit. Holy crap. Okay. Pass. Pass on that. Alright, so I want you. You. And you. There. So I guess you'll go up here. Shield Steward. You can sit in front of him. Happy Pride Month. What's up, Cockroach Princess? How you doing, man? Good to see you. How's life? I've drawn an equipment card. They can be attached onto a unit inside the train. They improve the unit in various ways. Only one equipment can be attached to a unit at a time. Can I put it on my boss? Persist until the end of the battle. Okay. So that goes there. That goes on him 100 fucking %. I'm glad I got that. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. How do I want to roll here? What does he do? Add a Discordant Toll card to the top of your pile? No, I would rather not, actually. So you move there. Okay, much better. Life is hard, you need food? What kind of food do you need? What food is available to you? That's a very important question. Let's get Cockroach Princess some dinner, guys. Here. Let's figure out what he's gonna eat. Are we thinking going so? Well, no, it's 11 o'clock there, so it's gonna be open, right? Why is Top Golf the top result when I search for restaurants? Shame. Shame! Let's see, open now. It is not 9:59 p.m. Let's see. In demand, Asian street food and burger bar. Okay. Let me go to Top Golf. Exactly. Like, who the fuck does that? Is that a thing? Alright, Asian street food and burger bar. That does not sound like a bad plan. Let's see. Foothills Brewing. Open until midnight. Let's see what they've got. I mean, it looks like bar food, basically. Pretty good reviews. Well, okay reviews, I guess. I mean, not gonna lie, that actually looks pretty good. I like fries done this way. They sort of like almost look like they're burnt. Those are really good with malt vinegar on them. That does not look good. That also does not look good. Yeah, maybe we're not going to the Foothills Brewing. Let's see, what else we got? Crinkle fry? Hey man, I don't hate the crinkle fries. I don't hate. I am an equal opportunity fry eater. But for my money, the sort of like heavily done yet still crunchy on the outside, like kind of like darkly fried. Aw, yeah. Nah. Novant Health Medical Park Hospital cafeteria. Seriously? Let's just go there. Amazing. Let me go to Novant. Yeah, this is gonna be rough finding somewhere at 11 on a Wednesday, I guess. But it is a college town, though. I mean, there's gotta be some, like, dirty-ass fucking college student food. Dave & Buster's, meh. What do we got? I mean, IHOP, meh. IHOP fits the dirty criterion, but not much else. Carolina Ale House. Eh. I recall eating at the Carolina Ale House in Chapel Hill, and it was not super great. Yeah, they recommended hospital food. That was like near the top of the search, right? What the fuck? Man. You might be grocery storing it, dude. Twin City Minis, huh? What's this? Oh, this kind of looks cool. Okay. So it's like slider restaurant, basically? It's sort of like White Castle that isn't fucking, like, disgusting and terrible? Unfortunately, probably unlike White Castle, you probably don't get a bag full of weed with your order. What is that? Is that a patty melt? Okay. Okay, Twin City Minis. Oh, it's a food truck. Okay. Here we go. All right, the Roadhouse. 2 beef sliders, bacon, cheddar, peppers. Ooh. Yep, steakhouse, 2 sliders with American lettuce, tomato, spicy pickles. Okay. Smoked ham sliders with Swiss, Classico. Okay, just a straight up hamburger, basically. Bacon Swiss. Ah, you know. Can you have some pride reparations? No. It is literally, I mean, Winston-Salem is a cornfield. That's it. By virtue of being in Winston-Salem, it is in a cornfield. I don't know, man. I think I might hit this. That seems appropriate middle of the week late night food. If you're willing to go somewhere. I mean, I guess probably somebody deliver that to you, right? Moe's Chicken and Groceries. Oh my. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that place. The bars on the window say, please eat here. Oh, dude, I love the menu. Look at that shit. That sleeve is from 1974. 50 pieces of chicken for $42. Oh, it's wings. Okay. I was like, they just like throw random pieces of chicken at you. They're like, here, fucking take it. Here's 80 chickens. That's $20, please. You'd rather not get shot? Dude, sometimes, you know, you gotta just kind of put it out there to get your food. I mean, this place is amazing. You know that you go in here and there's like a 50-gallon vat of fryer grease that hasn't been changed since the last mass extinction event. And they're just like throwing chicken in there and fishing out whatever the fuck you order. It's never going to be the right amount. You will absolutely not get the right order ever. And it's probably goddamn delicious. Oh, they have a special, dude. You see a pic of the chicken? Yeah, let's see. 1 piece of fish, 5 shrimp, and wedges. Brother. Gotta work next 3 days. Hey, take it easy, Barnabas. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Let's see. No, you don't get any chicken pictures other than this. This is amazing. Doesn't that make you want to go there? This is like the whole fucking restaurant. They just, you know, you see this dude back here. I'm sure there's just like fryer baskets back here just going to town. They just dump shit out here as fast as they possibly can during peak hours. Amazing. Let's see what the reviews say. I went at nighttime, not a good time for everyone. Some may prefer to go during the day. They sell out quick and keep a constant flow of people coming in to order. Okay. So let's see. Not sure what language they speak, their English is limited. See, this place is gonna fucking bump, man. He has a lot to say about the wedges. That's a lot of wedge review. Chicken alone, give him 4 stars. Reason for the 3 is the outside atmosphere. People begging for money and food. Don't be surprised by the strong smell of weed. This is where you're going. This is where you're fucking going. Go there right now. Get away from the stream. Go get chicken. Not a single person bothered to put a pic of the chicken. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fact that you can pawn your mom's wedding ring and get chicken at the same place that apparently smells really strongly of weed. I love this place. If I ever go back to Winston-Salem, I'm going there. Moe's Chicken and Groceries. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find something else. We'll find one more. So I'd say Twin City Minis and Moe's are probably your best bets here, unless you want to go to the frickin' hospital cookout. I don't mind a little cookout from time to time. Let's see. Yeah, we're trolling the bottom of the barrel here, boys. Closes. Oh, B-dubs. Go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I enjoy some B-dubs. Missed a page there. Does weed still get you sentenced to death in Carolina? Probably. Probably does. Here in the progressive state of Missouri, however, it does not. I actually had my first Missouri dispensary? Yeah, dispensary experience on so my wife actually had surgery on Mother's Day, by the way. And part of her Mother's Day present was going to be some edibles. Like, the idea was make her a drink. Like, she really likes tequila drinks, like margaritas. I was going to make her a nice margarita. You know, we were going to watch, like, a show together. And I was going to, like, take the kids. But during the day, I was like, here's an edible. Just fucking chill out. I'm going to take the kids and do something. Make them run around a whole bunch. But she had surgery, so fuck me, I guess. And her. It is legal in Missouri, yep. Yep. Recreational weed's legal. That passed last year? Maybe 2 years ago. But I just never have been there. The dispensary is really nice, man. It's like very professionally run. You know, like they ask for IDs. The last time I was in a dispensary was in Colorado, and like everybody there was like too freaking high to stand. They were all just fucking wasted. But there, it's like they're actually running a business, you know? Like, they knew their product. They, you know, kind of, like, walked me through everything. It was very organized. I mean, pretty impressive, actually. But yeah, I went and got weed. Alright, let's see how to not totally fuck myself here. I'm there more than I would like to admit. You have lots of reasons to do that, I'm sure. Med school isn't great. Sometimes. Alright, Pyrocask. Let's see. What's my game plan here? Do I have to use that on the front dude? He needs 80 damage. I guess I have to, huh? And I'll kill that guy. Wait, sap too? What does that do? What? Why are they sapped? You bitch. Oh, he saps me. Oh, fuck. That's a huge deal. Did not notice that. Wow. Okay. Well. I guess I'll start casting shit up there then. Oh. And another, I guess. I have a class. Yes, I had multiple classmates that did coke in med school. Actually. Oh, little fucker! Let's see. I will. What will I do? Kill that bitch. Yeah, I had some interesting med school classmates for sure. Kill them. Classmates. No, so this is a great story. I'm sure I have probably told this at some point, but for anybody who hasn't heard it, so my wife and I went to, like, we started dating, I think right after Thanksgiving. Like, we met online, maybe during, like, while I was in Kansas City for Thanksgiving. And we, went on a couple dates, and then our med school winter formal was, I think, like our 5th date or something. And so I had all sorts of stuff set up. I was like ready to go. Like, I knew this was going to be a fucking party because we had actually been kicked out of every venue that we had been to as a school. So yeah, I knew what was up. And so, like, I prepared this nice meal and stuff, you know, for her. Like, I fixed steak and fixed asparagus, like, nice mashed, like, whipped potatoes, all sorts of good shit, you know? Like, really did it up right. And she came over before, like, I was having a party, like a pre-party in my house, basically. And so she comes over and, you know, we're having dinner, everything's cool. And so, like, we eat, it's great, have a drink or two, and then all my friends start showing up, and there's people blowing coke off my counter, and, like, pounding shots, and just, like, generally going crazy. And she's like, what the hell is happening? So, like, you know, and everybody's, like, friendly with her. They're like, yeah, you know, do you want some? You want some cocaine? It's here you go. But so we go to this, like, really nice country club. It's actually her grandfather's, my now wife's grandfather's country club. And just everybody proceeds to just demolish the place. Like, people are just, like, dropping glasses all over the, and, like, you know, there's glass and it smells, and there's, like, girls crying and barfing in the bathroom. Just, like, total mayhem fucking everywhere. She's like, what the hell is happening right now? Aren't these people supposed to be, like, the most professional people, like, around, basically? Like, no, they're not. They're just crazy ass, like, you know, repressed people that have nothing better to do tonight than take all of their frustrations out on each other in one fashion or another. but yeah, that was a rough introduction to how med students let down. Because that was after, like, all of our finals and shit, so it was a bit of a wild ride. Right, got that. Let's see. So I don't want to cast anything because that guy makes stuff weak. Cool. What specialties did the druggies go into? So one of them was like one of my best friends. He did anesthesia. Let's see. So they all die. Triggers when I play a spell on this floor. How do I kill that dude earlier? So, let's see. Anesthesia, plastic surgery, family practice. I'm thinking, trying to remember who else was in on that. Internal medicine, one of them. I think those are the only ones who are the Coke fans. But, yeah. That happened. Not a great one to be around drugs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the anesthesia is a little worrying, right? Alright, this little motherfucker... I wasn't paying attention to these guys previously. So... is it worth taking 2 saps? Probably not, honestly, right? I just kind of forfeit this turn if those guys all die. What specialties your stream pros? I don't know. Anesthesia, family practice, plastic surgery, and internal medicine are the ones that I remember. Alright, so you need to start taking a lot of damage, but not that much, because I want this guy to be played. Here. Okay. Yeah, med school, I was actually talking with another of my friends about this, like, med school was fucking wild times, man. We really had a good time. Can I actually kill this guy? I don't think I can, right? Yeah, just do all that. Okay. Justice is swift. Nope, my little sentinel guy killed him. Let's see, Shield of Wing. Deal damage to the attacker. Oh, that's equipment. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Retreat the friend enemy unit. Apply melee weakness 1 to enemy units. Wow. So it makes it take double damage. Apply damage shield 1 and valor 4. Nah, we're doing that shit. Let's see. Ability expensive taste. When a unit with Avarice deals unblocked damage. Oh, wow, you gain gold? Oh, that's so cool. $20 to all units. That's not good. That is not something I want. Let's see. Stuck up whelp. Reduce cooldown by 1. So I don't think I have anything with the cooldown. Yeah, I'll just skip that. I don't really want any of those. Herzl's Horde. Do I need another unit? I don't think I really do I? Let's go over here. duplicate any card except my champion. Slay 3. Friendly units gain stealth 1 on summon. Stack of stealth. I'll do that. Gonna miss med school. Yeah, you know, I look back on med school fondly. There were parts that I definitely did not enjoy. Like, I think the beginning of first year, especially, like, where you're just kind of learning a bunch of stupid shit that you don't really need, was pretty challenging. Whoa, that's cool. Purge this unit from your deck? Oh, shit. Yeah, well, we're not gonna do that. Oh. Combine 2 equipment cards into 1? Oh, very cool. Oh, cool. That's really cool. Let me take that. Okay. Remove a card from my deck. I will. I will indeed. So all the stewards gain big fucking beefiness now. That's cool. Advance, apply Valor 2. I don't really want that, though. Do I? Yeah, I'll leave how that goes. Leave. So let's duplicate my newly created ridiculous equipment. Yep, that's cool. That's a way to do it. Yeah, but I really enjoyed 4th year a lot. It's super nice, especially if you're not interested in, like, primary care. It's really, really nice to start doing what you actually want to do. So, like, you'll be doing a bunch of radiology, and it's gonna rock, man. You will be super happy. Oh yeah, very good, very good, very good. Hopefully you'll also have a lot of time off. I mean, that's super important. Because you're going to get your ass handed to you in residency, so... Very big deal to relax while you can. Oh, this motherfucker... They gain multi-strike and 20 attack. Fuck, man. That's really good. I'll put that shit up there. You go here. Will that kill him? Probably. Nope, that was wrong. Shit. Yeah, I really enjoyed 4th year overall. It's kind of stressful, like, you know, applying to schools and stuff. But, I mean, I guess the experience will be different for you, but I really enjoyed going places to interview specifically. Like, I had a great experience with that. And I know things are very different now, but let's see. Yeah, I liked meeting people and like traveling to new places, even though I didn't really go anywhere exotic. Like the coolest place I went was probably Chicago, which in fairness is really cool. But like it was just nice to have new experiences and, you know, get away from school basically and figure out my future. Excellent. Intern, bitch. Well, that guy's fucked. Let's see. Spear Steward. Oh, here we go. Eat a fat cock, please. Thank you. So he's gonna die. God, these fuckers, man. Maybe I'll start, like, posting up on the second floor so I can kind of soften these dudes up a little bit. No in-persons for hits. Yeah, I mean, that fits the theme, right? It seems appropriate. Have a monster deal, dealt at least 100 damage in a hit? Oh, cool. Okay. Let's see. How do I want to handle this? Yeah, probably just keep on keeping on, I guess. The whole Trump Harvard Columbia thing is insane. Yeah, I mean, everything involving Trump has just been like fucking wingnut madness the whole time. That is so weird. What's going on in our country right now? Okay, so you cannot have two pieces of equipment. I learned this. Good to know. Ah, this bitch. This bitch. Oh, wow. You'll be revived with 1 health and a stack of reanimate. Oh, bummer. Yeah, I sort of wish for y'all's sake that the in-person interviews still existed. I feel like that was a pretty important time, and it was nice to get to know the residents. You know, you don't. It's different walking around talking to somebody and like having dinner with them. They always used to do dinners. You know, every program that was worth a shit took you out to dinner. It was like a huge red flag if they, even if they like didn't spring for a nice meal. You know, like if they took you to like some, like I went to an interview in Galveston where they took us. I mean, Galveston's a shithole, but, like, they took us to this, like, local, like, mediocre sandwich place. You know, it was, like, just barely a step above Subway. I was like, really, guys? Like, that's how we're gonna do this? Okay. But, yeah, that was a big deal. You know, like where you went to dinner and like how all the residents interacted. Were they friends? Were they nice to you? Did they seem like they enjoyed, you know, I mean, like respected the program? Enjoyed as a, you know, probably not the right word to use, but Alright, so if I cast a spell, this motherfucker makes all my dudes do 4 less damage for multiple turns. So that kind of sucks. You at least get up here, where you have multi-strike. Alright, well. Come what may. Yeah, I would find it much harder. I mean, I don't know. Part of me thinks that maybe it doesn't matter that much because you're kind of just getting your ass kicked in residency no matter what. But you know, at the same time, like, you do want to work with people who appreciate being where they are and feel like they're getting decent training. And they'll tell you, you know, there are ways to figure out that, you know, where you're going might not be the best. Like, I actually had that experience in a place in Chicago that was great. The interview went super well. Everybody seemed very happy. But they did tell us that their, like, experience with high-level cases was pretty lacking, basically. So, like, they had trouble getting their heart numbers and trouble getting their trauma numbers. And, like, meeting minimum criteria in residency is not hard for most places. Not hard at all. Like, I think you have to do, like, 30 heart cases or something for anesthesia, and I did, like, 80. What place in Chicago? It was UIC, Illinois, Chicago. But yeah, I think they're, like, off the beaten path. Like, Rush and Cook County, like, take all of their stuff, basically. What is this? Advanced supply Valor 5 to a friendly unit, then it attacks immediately? Oh, shit, that's really good. I'll click hell yeah. Summoning a Hymnist applies Valor 5. Cool. Defeat? Oh, I lost! Oh no! Very well. Send word to the Pyreborn. Yeah, I didn't interview at UChicago. I interviewed at Cook County, Rush, UIC, and somewhere else. Where else did I interview? There's somewhere else. Oh, Loyola. Interviewed at Loyola too. But yeah, I would. What was Cook like? Fucking crazy, man. I would assume, like, basically everybody said you get your ass handed to you all the time there. But you're gonna see the craziest of crazy shit constantly. 2 or 3 of my friends, actually, 3 of my good friends did emergency residency there, and they said it was hardcore. But they got, you know, trained better than anybody, probably. I'm sure they worked super, super hard. We fight for our survival. Yo, what the fuck is that thing? Yeah, I'm sure their emergency medicine program, like, functionally, it has to be one of the best in the country. You know, just by virtue of what it, like, where it is and all the crazy shit that goes down there. They threaten our whole world! So I was very unimpressed with Rush. It sounded like Rush was a huge workshop. And they did weird shit, like they just finished building this brand new hospital wing, and they put carpet in the ICU. And, like, somebody in my interview group asked about that. They were like, yeah, we don't know about that either. It's removable at least. Like, I guess it was like modular carpet, you know, like little squares that they could pull up. But like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, there's gonna be all manner of terrible nonsense on this carpet, like, instantly. Unlock criteria can be viewed. Okay, so there's actually like a story here. That's kind of cool. Customize my train? Skull Crusher. Oh, Hall of Experiments. Okay, I can't do that yet. Can't do... Okay, I cannot customize my train. Got it. Let's do another run. Let's see. Won't advance your covenant rank? Okay, let's try that. Sure. Let's try the same thing again. Am I into watches? I am not, but I do know a fair bit about them by virtue of my partners being really into it. What a savior. Okay, so this is what I rolled with last time, huh? Gain armor equal to your valor. Alright, let's do that. Teddy Baldessari on YouTube is great. Interesting. So what kind of watches are you talking about? Like high-end stuff, or like making them, or like what do you mean you've gotten into watches? Because like the guys that I'm friends with, like one guy is actually he's a very interesting dude. He's like, if you just talk to him, he's kind of like a conspiracy theorist and like just sort of generally a very strange guy, but he also happens to be like wildly knowledgeable about like antiques, art, sports memorabilia, like all sorts of different stuff, and he just trolls estate sales and buys things, coins. He's a big coin collector, and he has like literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in collectible stuff. Learning about their movement heritage. Okay. Cool. So high-end and like higher mid-tier. Okay. But yeah, he likes vintage watches. I mean, he appreciates new ones, but he likes like old school like Rolexes, and I think he has, what does he have? I think he has an older Omega that's been like worked, not like restored, but like worked on and like kept up very well, maintained very well. And then one of my partners is just like a single dude, and he splashes cash like it's going out of style. He's got a Rolex, but I wouldn't want a Rolex, honestly, doing what we do. It'd get shit in it. Like, I'd be so worried that I'd like hit it on something, or that some, you know, fucking asshole's gonna bleed on it or whatever. Yeah, my partner that likes the vintage stuff, he has some super cool older watches. I find that stuff really neat, like the mechanics of it. Actually, one of my wife's friends' husbands is an Omega, like watchmaker. I don't know what the name for a watchmaker is, but 1 damage reduction per stack. We're going to leave that off. Yeah, I really like the concept of restoring old stuff in general. I think that's really cool. Like high quality old stuff that you like bring back to what it is, whether it's, you know, watches or like, you know, even like cast iron skillets or houses. I think that concept is very neat. You can undo back to the start of your current turn with this button? Oh, I didn't know that. What? Do it. 5 armor. Let's see. Do I want to play my Spear Steward, or do I want to just, like, wreck this guy's face? I think we're gonna go with face wreck. Cool. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to hear everybody sort of talk those things through. You go there. You die. You don't quite die, but almost. You know, it's interesting, like, once you kind of reach a certain income level, everybody actually gets to participate in their hobbies at kind of a high level. And it's cool to me to see, like, what everybody chooses to do. Like, I have my one friend who, like I said, is a single dude, and he has, like, a $6,000 espresso machine, because why the fuck not, right? Like, it doesn't matter. And, like, has a couple, like, nice sports cars, and, like, he used to travel a lot more than he does now, but still travels a fair bit. I think he's kind of become a little more, homebody-ish recently. You can't wait for that. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be rolling in cash, dude. You're gonna be able to do all that stuff. Like, whatever the fuck you want to do, you can do. And I mean, I'm here, you know, randomly streaming. Like, I have... Well, my computer's not all that nice anymore. It used to be nice. But now it's like 4 years old. But, you know, just random technology. I've got tons of, you know, little, like, painted toy soldiers, basically. Like, but it doesn't matter. You know, like, I do fine. I can do those things. And, like, you know, my wife gets to do our house up the way she wants, which, again, I think is awesome. Like, I live in a, like, 100-year-old house that's been taken very good care of, and, you know, we're trying to preserve that. Resolve, trigger, shift. So I didn't use that as much as I thought I might. But yeah, I think it's really cool how people just, like, it really brings out what do you want to do? You know, you've got an extra $5,000 a month or something to deal with and do whatever you want with. We might as well have fun and play with it. So basically this means gain of valor every turn. We'll go with that. Oh. Apply Pyre Gel 3 to the attacker. Ugh. Like that. Let's do that. You're gonna have a problem. You like expensive hobbies? What other expensive hobbies do you like? I mean, my hobbies are very expensive, between computers and technology and Warhammer. Warhammer is ridiculous, man. Cars, yeah, cars will get you, man. That's where you really eat it. Merchant of Magic. Do I really want that? So I didn't get any units or spells. Oh, I did get Fireball. So maybe I'll go this way. Let's see if I can juice that up a little bit. Okay, do that. What is double stack? Status effects are doubled? Nope, but we will do that. Oh, that's good. Okay, cool. Wine? Oh, yeah. So I've gotten into bourbon. And I think, yeah, I mean, obviously, based on previous conversations on the stream, wine, I think, is my next conquest. Because I feel like I should enjoy wine more than I do. And ooh, that guy's good. Like, I just don't know much about it. I know that I don't like most white wines don't really care for all that much. It would be sweet to have a nice wine cellar. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not gonna have like I have a perfect basement for it. Most old houses here have basements that are, you know, essentially climate controlled. They're a little damp. So I like reds, but I don't like real dry reds. Like real dry reds are just like fucking awful to me. It's like taking a shot with every sip. Like I don't get the flavor. It's just like all tannin. Units appear on each floor. Start the battle! Let's see. Yeah! You go there, and you go there. But yeah, I think, like, honestly, I feel like I first really got turned on to wines in Colombia, where I had a bunch of excellent Malbecs. So Malbec's kind of my jam, honestly. I really like the, like, fruitiness of them. So I think I'll probably try to explore that a little bit more. But, you know, recently I've kind of been exploring that, like, middle of the dryness scale, like, with, like, Cab Francs and things like that. Bordeaux's. And just trying to pair them with meals. Like, whenever I go out for a nice meal, I'll talk with the server a little bit about it. And some of the places have sommeliers that'll kind of come out and I will, you know, bear my ignorance, basically. But I'm learning slowly but surely. And I don't think it'll ever be, like, wine will ever be something that I really spend a ton of money on. But I would like to be able to get, you know, like, go to the store and recognize, like, what I like, tell people what I like. Because right now I'm just like, I don't want it to be super dry, and that's about as good as I can get. I feel very foolish saying that. But, like, to have a more educated look at it, and then, like, pick up a, you know, like, $20 to $30 bottle of wine that's better than most in the process. That's kind of what I'm after. Yeah, dude, some of the sommeliers are really good. There's, speaking of tannin, there's actually a wine bar here called Tannin that serves excellent food, and very often they will like basically have a tasting menu where they specifically it's like a prefix thing, and they specifically pair everything with yeah, so here's their wine clubs. But yeah, they pair stuff with wines specifically. Like, they do this for Restaurant Week, for instance, but every now and then they just, like, have an event where they're like, yeah, we've paired these wines with these dishes, and they're fucking good. And, like, the sommelier there is a really nice guy, super knowledgeable. He'll come by and talk with you, and they really, like, they go out of their way to use a bunch of different kinds of wines. You know, like, some will be fruity, some, like, there's a white, there's red, there's, like, Spanish, Italian, South American, you know, it's all over the place. And they really do a good job mixing it up. And I've only been here for 3 times, I think? Or no, twice, only twice, but they, like, that sommelier was at a different place doing basically the same thing. But their food is excellent. And it's kind of cool for someone like me who just really knows nothing about it. You know, to be walked through it by someone who is very knowledgeable and have some good food with it. And it's a good way to be like, hey, well, this is what a good wine pairing can do for your meal. Which I think is super cool. Alright. You get Just Cause. Oh yeah, I have to use that to actually get it back. Oh well. Shit happens. And you're a bitch. There we go. Victory! So yeah, wine is next on my list. I feel like I've fairly well conquered, like, bourbon and scotch. I've got that figured out. I've sort of branched out into rum a little bit, I guess. Rum is, like, really complex. There's a ton of different kinds of rums. But I've always sort of been like a Jamaican, you know, dirty banana funk rum kind of guy. And that hasn't changed. Let's see. Challenge. Apply melee weakness 1. Yeah. I don't think I want any of those. Jelly Sneeze? Gelly Sneeze? Deal 1 damage, then apply Pyrogel 10 to the front. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Did I take the lava armor? I didn't. Well, I'm gonna take the lava armor. Boop. How big is my bourbon collection? I keep it pretty small, honestly. It's generally like 5 or 6 bottles. Like typically I'll have like a really, so for right now I have a, like, this is gonna sound stupid, but like a high-end Kirkland scotch. It's really, really good scotch. It's from the Alexander Murray? Let's see. Yeah, that's it. So it's a 15-year scotch. So I think it's this. Yeah, this is what it is. So it's this, basically. Oh, that's McLeod's. Well, whatever. It's a 15-year sherry cask scotch. It's excellent. Even though it's Kirkland brand, it's freaking fantastic. I have some Angel's Envy rye that's rum cask finished. What I like, a lot of people don't, but it's like a heavy vanilla flavor to it. Butcher First, which was Woodford. Dude, Woodford is tough to go wrong with, man. Woodford is really good, I think. For that price point, my personal favorite is this one. So I have a bottle of this, Russell's Reserve 10-year. It's this one. Costco has it. I get most of my alcohol at Costco because it's just cheaper. This is like a $30 to $35 bottle. Or Total Wine. If you got Total Wine around, those are really good too. This shit is awesome. I like a sweeter bourbon. So this is pretty heavy on the vanilla and like caramel flavors, which makes a absolutely killer old-fashioned or Manhattan if you want a bourbon Manhattan. Similarly, the Angel's Envy rye. This is about a $60 bottle. It's very vanilla-y. It doesn't taste like most ryes at all. But again, makes an absolutely awesome Manhattan. Also good to just drink by itself because it's sweet enough for that. And I wouldn't use any simple syrup with your old fashions because this is plenty sweet if you're gonna make it with that. But that's a flavor I really like. If you're if you like a more traditional rye, actually Bullet makes it really good. Their 12-year rye is awesome. This is probably my favorite, like, just straight up rye. Really, really good. The first one that I got was... It's a Kirkland Scotch. I've only seen it there once. So I went and bought a bottle and tasted some, and it was absolutely out of this world. It's this. It's a Highland Scotch. I prefer Highland Scotches, so like Lowland Scotches are the ones that are really like smoky and peaty taste, and that ain't me, man. I don't really like that, to be honest. And oddly, those are the ones that are usually like real expensive, but like Lafroig, man, I just can't handle it. I don't like that flavor. I feel like I'm drinking liquid smoke or something. But I mean, obviously lots of people like it, or else they wouldn't command the prices that they do. So I feel like Kirkland brand bourbon and Scotch is like very good. Right now their bourbon is $17.92. Basically, it's from the same brewery as 1792. It's just not single barrel, so they get like the wash from the barrels basically. So you know, it's a $40 bottle of bourbon that you get for $18. So nothing wrong with that. But yeah, this is good. Russell's Reserve 10-year, and Russell's has a so Russell's is like the private stock of the dude that makes Wild Turkey. I think it's a 12-year? Yeah, this. They're single barrel small batches. Excellent. But this is more like, yeah, it's like a $60 bottle instead of $35. So if you can find this and you want something really nice, this is a great bourbon. But again, like, probably not really worth the price increase over the 10-year, in my opinion, but, you know, it is better. It's noticeably better. Like, smoother, burns a little less, a little more, like, rich flavor to it, but this is still excellent. This is my, like, go-to. It is on the sweeter side, yeah. Yeah, this is on the sweeter side. But, like I said, bang for your buck, this is probably the best thing on the market, to be honest. Like, super good whiskey. Really complex flavor. I like that a lot. But again, like, Woodford is a solid choice, man. There's nothing wrong with some Woodford. But yeah, bourbon, to answer your question directly, usually I've got, like, 5 or 6 bottles on hand in sort of like a range of qualities. Generally, this is about the quote worst that I'll get. Life's too short for shitty alcohol, man. And I'm also like kind of allergic to the like so when you have like lesser quality alcohol, it kind of gets stuff like leached into it from the barrels, and like that makes me really congested basically. So after I drink like dark liquors that aren't, you know, like well distilled, essentially I'm just like a snotty mess. So there's sort of like a physiological component to this too, but also just that it's more enjoyable, you know, like if you can have something that's got a like good flavor punch that doesn't like hurt on the way down, it's worth it. What's the highest end I'll go? Without any sort of like particular reason, I generally don't spend more than like 60 or 70 bucks a bottle. I just feel like you get massive diminishing returns after that. Like the Angel's Envy is the only like what I would consider expensive bottle that I buy routinely, and it's just because that flavor isn't really, you don't find that anywhere else. That said, I've had a couple Japanese whiskeys that I would definitely buy anytime that I had like some sort of, you know, big event, like special celebration or something to do. But they're like 150 to 200 bucks a bottle. Like some of the Suntories. Let's see. I'll show you. So Toki, here's another good one actually. So Japanese, this is very very interesting flavor. Japanese whiskeys generally tend towards kind of like a honey flavor, in my opinion. And this has that. And it's kind of interesting, like if you put this on ice, it just completely changes the flavor profile. If you drink it like neat, it's kind of a little harsher, and you get more oak to it, but when you put it on ice, the honey really comes through. And this is also not an expensive bottle, but it punches way above its weight. So I almost always have a bottle of this, and almost always have a bottle of Russell's. Because that's stuff I can just splash. So here, I was trying to actually get to Suntory's website. So Hibiki, I think, is actually not worth it. That said, Toki is quality enough that paying twice as much for pretty much the same thing, I don't think is worth it. I've had this, the Yamazaki. This is the best scotch best whiskey. It can't be scotch because it's not from Scotland, but it's basically scotch. This is the best alcohol that I've ever had. Period. It's amazing. It's like drinking a mixed drink, but just in alcohol. Yeah, one of my friends like gave me a sip of this, and I went and bought a bottle for like one of my other best friends who got married and also appreciates nice things. So yeah, this is awesome. I've had this as well. The World Whiskey AO. This is also very, very good. But yeah, the Yamazaki 12 year is just like it's got that honey flavor, but also it tastes kind of like you get a lot of like berry influence in it. I don't know why that is. I don't know enough about the distilling process to tell you why that flavor would be in there, but it is really, really good. So there's that. There's a couple like Highland scotches that I've gotten. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. I think one of them was maybe a Glenfiddich, but that's a rare thing for me, because I don't see that. Like the quality is noticeably different. It really is, but you know, after you have like 2 or 3 of them, that gap is less important. You know, you feel like you need to try to. Hey man, you know, treat yourself, dude. You got match day coming up. You got big stuff going on that you could justify, right? You can justify a big purchase like that. Why not? Avarice 3. Oh, is this the unit gain money equal to stacks of avarice? I mean, that's cool, but oh, I wish I had a bigger unit. Shit, that's what he said. You can be endless. And do I want that? Not really. We'll purge card. Get rid of these fuckers. We'll see your step 2 score. Yeah, there you go. Step 2 score. That's a great way to celebrate a good score. All right, what are we doing on random encounter land here? So yeah, I will talk whiskey and bourbon with you all day. And you know what? One thing that I've actually kind of gotten into, like, I don't know about gotten into, but gained an appreciation for is gin. I used to really hate gin. And I still sort of do, to be fair, but there are some gins that don't suck. Like this one. So my problem with gin historically is that it all tasted like pine salt to me. It was just all like even kind of like nicer gins, like, you know, like a nice Beefeater or Tanqueray or something like that, the more expensive ones. It just was juniper all day long. And this is much different. It's a little, like, it's, as I say, a little, it's a lot less harsh, less intense, and it's also got a much more complex flavor. Like, it's a lot more floral. Like, it tastes more like flowers than it does pine tree to me. Makes awesome citrus cocktails, dude. It's like, I would never drink gin on its own because that's still gross to me, but this is fantastic. There's also another one called the Botanist. And the Botanist, is actually what kind of turned me on to gin as a possibility. And one of my good friends got this for me as a birthday present. That is very good. Same deal, kind of, as the Roku, with very floral, complex flavor. Yeah, it makes a great gin and tonic. Personally, I like a little, like, twist, like a citrus twist with it. It really livens it up to me. Like gin and tonic with, like, a twist of lime or something. What is this? Apply corruption 20? Holy shit. The train screeches to a halt. The world trembles. The train is stopped in front of a fountain where angels once asked its waters for blessings. Now it radiates with Dominion's looming presence. Obey me, Dominion's voice echoes. Do you ask the corrupted fountain for a blessing? Strike, apply corruption 20. What is corruption? Unit takes 1 damage per stack at the end of turn. Oh, damn. Unpurgeable, non-scourge, and non-blight cards cost an extra 1. Okay, so you get Dominion's Eye with all of these. Wow, that one's really good. Let's see. Takes that much damage again for each stack. So yeah, I have a bottle of gin. I have, like I said, 5 or 6 bottles of, you know, bourbon, scotch, whiskey. And then I am slowly growing my rum. I usually have a nice tequila and maybe like 1 or 2 different kinds of rums. Like a generally like a hardcore Jamaican, like funky ass dark rum, and then something a little lighter, whether it's a I've forgotten the term for the light rums, but like a white rum, or maybe just something like, you know, South American or something like that, that's just like not quite as dark and syrupy as the Caribbean stuff is. This seems quite good. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? Oh, can't I can't do it on my leader? Nah. I'll just leave. Fuck it. Alright. What do I want? Oh, yeah, the Magma Cultist. Nice. Apply Pyrogyl 8. I sure like that guy. I think that's cool. I think Pyrogyl's the way to go. It's like spraying my gel all over everything. Ooh. Bread and pudding old fashioned, huh? Verify my date of birth. I guess I could have just put something random instead of actually doing my birthday. That would have made a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Let's see. Whiskey, dark brown, simple syrup. Okay. Bourbon barrel aged vanilla extract. Chocolate bitters. Ooh, okay. That does sound good. Sounds like it might be a little on the sweet side. I would probably increase. So this is an ingredient that I usually leave out of my old fashions, as I was mentioning earlier. I just feel like they're too sweet with it. But given the sort of complexion of the drink, that might be necessary to get that sort of like, you know, toasted marshmallow sort of flavor in there with the dark brown sugar. And you might just like add a shot of whiskey, like double the whiskey or something. Or I guess use half as much simple syrup. Zest a cinnamon stick on the rim. Oh, that sounds pretty freaking good, actually. Not gonna lie. It does sound pretty good. The chocolate bitters is an interesting touch. I like that. Oh, is this the one where the, like, crazy fucker comes in and starts, like, messing with me? Alright, whatever, we're just gonna try it. Alright, so I'm okay for now. Let's see. What does that do? Do it. Excellent. So you guys both die. You get to go to the front. Yeah, that sounds like a good drink. I've kind of like tried to expand out from, you know, just the basic cocktails. Not to say, I mean, there's a lot to be said for like a nice margarita. Like we had friends over the other day, and I was making palomas, like homemade palomas, fresh lime, this like grapefruit soda that was from just a splash of grapefruit soda, fresh squeezed limes, good tequila. It was awesome. It was really good. Let's see. But yeah, I'm trying to get like a little bit more creative than just like the absolute basics. Even though those are kind of my go-to, you know, Manhattan Old Fashioned, tequila, rum is really where I feel like I'm changing stuff up, because rum is just so versatile. There's a lot you can do with it, and I feel like it's kind of made to be mixed. Yeah, they were excellent palomas. The grapefruit soda that we got was from Costco, actually. It was called like Fever something. It was a really weird name for a soda. But it was delicious. Can I cast that on him? I can. Do I want to do that though? Here, you can do some damage to that dude. There we go. Yeah, Paloma's a great summer drink. It's super easy to make, too. Ooh, yeah. You can have that. Explosive holdover. Yeah, there we go. Eat a fat dick. There we go, guys. Let's freaking do this. Gonna buy a bar cart and start a little collection? Hell yeah, man. That's the way to do it. And you don't really need... The nice thing is you don't need a whole lot of, like, mixers or peripheral stuff to make that go. Because, like, if you use fresh ingredients, you don't really have to keep that stuff on hand. Let's see. Like, really, you need some, like, some bitters. Maybe make your own simple syrup, even. Maybe vermouth. And, you know, you just kind of get whatever you feel like you need in the moment, honestly. Oh, shoot, I fucked that up. Man. Oh, well. I thought I had one more ember. What's my favorite tequila? You know, I don't know a lot about tequila, but I'll tell you what, the one that I was... So I went to Total Wine. We got, like, a flyer in the mail because there's a Total Wine that opens half a mile from my house, and they're trying to get people in, and it was basically like a 40% off coupon, so... everybody, well, two guys that I was talking to recommended this. El Padrino Blanco. Not a particularly expensive bottle, but this is sort of like... So one thing that I do not like about tequila is the sort of like musty kind of fermented agave flavor to it. You know, that's sort of like grandma's basement sort of thing going on. It doesn't strike me good. This has virtually zero of that. Like, you can still tell that it's kind of got that agave flavor, but it's very, like, fruity almost. Super duper smooth, easy to drink. You know, about as far from a mezcal as you could possibly be. So I personally like that. I can see how some people who are tequila enthusiasts would not, because it does not taste really like most other tequilas that I've had, but it is very good. One that was recommended to me was this Grand Mayan, but obviously very expensive, but I've heard that this is very, very good. Like, all of the different variations are really good. I've never had that, though, so I can't vouch for it personally, but generally a tequila that's going to cost you 90 bucks a bottle is probably pretty freaking awesome. Okay, killed that bitch. Let's see. It is a cool bottle, right? I'll look for that maybe, like, if it's on sale or something, but I don't know that I can justify, like, you know, like I said, I'm not a huge tequila fan, so I'm not sure that I can really justify getting that so much. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yep, I got it. Oh, that's cool. It tells you who the artist is. Huh, it's kind of neat. So, you get to be a savior. You get to go back to the front. Oh, he's already gonna die. Okay, well, this is just overkill then. That's fine. That's fine. Nice. Ooh. Draw a unit. Spend it to apply Avarice Armor 15. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, we're gonna take the Hell Furnace again. Apply Armor 5 to friendly units. Let me try that out. Whoa, +2 on each floor? Okay, let's give that a go. Random selection of artifacts. Lots of gold. I don't think I have a card that I really want to duplicate. So let's see what this is. Yeah, let's just double down on that. Ooh, that's cool. Let's do that. Alright. So I get my room card immediately, which is that thing that makes everything get extra stacks of pirate gel. That's fucking crazy. Okay. Wow, that's really good. Alright. Celestial Alcove. What's happening here? A cluster of 3 large crystals containing Entropy's strange powers forces the train to stop. You could take one of them to investigate. So a heavy crystal, weightless and hollow, and growing at an incredible pace. Upgrade a spell to -4 cost. Oh, that's so cool. Tequila Matchmaker. Okay, let's do that. Let's see. Permanently gain +5 magic power? Jeez. Wow. What would I put that on? I don't think I have a spell that's worthy of, But the permafrost and +5 magic power is kinda cool. Triple stack. Yeah, I wish I had that, that powder keg that did 10 fire gel. Ugh. Alas, I do not. Oh, I shouldn't have started this. Front non-boss enemy gets reanimate 1. Nope, don't care. Let's make my tequila match. Let's see. So I have been buying this, or no, the Ocho Blanco. I've been buying this from Costco for like 38 bucks a bottle. It's awesome. It's really good. Let's see what they think about the Blanco. Do they have it on here? Wow, this is a super useful resource. I will try a lot of these, I'm sure. Let's see. Ocho. This is what I got. Okay, so it gets pretty good rating. That makes sense. I enjoyed it a lot. Definitely worth the price. Huh. Okay. I'll have to keep this in mind. I wonder if that exists for, like, other... There's reviews and flavor profiles. Yeah, I mean, that's, like, what I'm after. That's the sort of thing that I need. Oh, wait a second. Okay, we'll put that there, and then I'm going to set up shop up here, so everything takes a shitload of damage. Oh, Yeah. I want you there. I want to see if doing that makes you shift. It does not. Okay, cool. Good to know. So you can't cast Just Cause on a dude in front and get the bonuses. Roger that. Oh. Bitch, you gonna die. Or not. There we go. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Thought I had an extra ember. Whoops. Me strategy, good. Alright. So those guys need to die. Cool. Did that. Oh, so I sort of have to move this dude to the front, huh? Shoot my engine and get blasted in the face immediately. Why are they gaining 10 Pyre Gel? Oh, because they go up. That's... okay. That's right. Got it. Excellent. So, explosion. And we'll, oh, I can't. Ah, fuck that up. Keep thinking I have an extra movement. Alright. Well, at the very least, you're gonna go forward. In that turn. Sounds like really weird demon sex or something. I love it. Collect. What do I want? Damage shield 1 and Valor 4? No. Descend, melee weakness 2. Huh. Retreat, move to the back. Okay. I think I don't want any of those. Let's see. Okay, I already have that, and I'm guaranteed to get it. I like the gold effects. It's kind of cool. Deal 5 damage to enemy units. We're gonna do that. I like that one. Let's see. Trinkets, duplicate something. Remove 2 cards from my deck. Ugh. forge my units. I always love forging my unit. Huh. Do I have any crazy-ass cards that I want duplicates of? Something surprising. So, random encounter, banished unit. I don't know that I want any more units. Why don't we go over here? When you equip an angel... Oh. That's kind of cool. This might be more useful, though. Alright, remove a card from my deck. Alright, you need to go... Oops. Let's get out of there. So, remove cards. What do I want to remove? Guess probably want to get rid of one of those. Yeah. And I will duplicate this crazy shit. Alright. We have those fuckers? Yeah. Alright, this is where I actually need to be. When a unit gains Pirate Gel, it gains 3 stacks. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then set up shop up here, so I can actually weaken those bastards. Yeah! Alright. Alright, you get lots of Pirate Gel. Because you're a bitch. Let's see, how do I want to do that? What is his ability again? Oh, he doesn't have revenge, so that's a bit of a problem. He has revenge. So you get the armor. You guys get to explode. And that's my turn. Yeah, maybe I should have given him the... Fuck you. Alright. Oh, damn it. That got rid of his other equipment. Terrible. Okay. He dies. You get to move forward. I want to make sure I have... Wait a second. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh, almost got it, but I didn't use my thing that has to... I've got to use that fireball to keep it in my hand. Alright. Here's where you, sir, need to eat pooper. Oh, I'm gonna kill everything. Nice. Nice. Alright. I'm not gonna cast anything to fuck it up, because that dude makes everything sap. One of my friends has a cookie business and I keep getting notifications from me. Alright. Get it, baby. Lead songbird? What is a hymnist? Valor on friendly units adds 1 per stack. Okay. Spike of the Vanished. Consume apply 3x Valor. Holy shit, what? Oh, okay. I thought it like tripled your Valor. I was like, that's freaking ridiculous. Huh. Well, I already have... That's a lot of extra Valor. Let's see, so this is descend an advanced friendly unit, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to twice this unit's armor. Oh, it's consume. Let's go with that one. That's a room update or upgrade. Oh, that might be interesting since I'm leaving the bottom floor empty. Luna Coven. Align with the secretive Luna Coven and tap into the mercurial power of the moon to empower spells and weapons alike. Hell yeah. Okay. It's another vortex. Random equipment in rooms and ways to improve them. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. I would like for my spells to be a little bigger, but this is all random and I don't need the pyre thing, so let's go here. Wait, what? Oh, this is for a room. Apply Valor 2 to friendly units. Jesus. Okay. Well, I want that. And we are going to combine that and that. Super cool. Upgrades in equipment or room. What? Oh, you just automatically draw this? Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I want that. That's wild. What an awesome upgrade. Okay. Holy crap. That's so good. Alright, what do I want to remove now? That's the question. Yeah, let's remove that and remove another of those. Now even Heaven's workers are under Titan's grasp. Huh. Resolve. Let's see. Spikes 4 to the front. Us. Oh boy. Okay. So, I don't know what the situation is here, but I'm going to do the same setup as I did last time. I don't know what enemies are going to be coming after me. So, Magma Cultist, Firebrand, Divine Dancer, and you go there. Awesome. Okay. Alright. Oh, this is huge. What a great frickin' idea to get that card. Holy shit. Okay. Boop. Alright. Let's see. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Fuck. Well. Like, I should have moved her to the front and then used his savior ability. Damn. Alright, well. So I've got 3... Okay, what am I gonna do with that last ability? Yeah. Let's do that. That's fine. Okay, okay. We were all meant for the void. Deal 5 damage to enemy units. Spend 5 gold to repeat that. Ooh, I really want lava armor though. Fuck. Alright, well, it sounds like my leader... Oh no, but he has the other equipment. Fuck, can't do that. Can't be doing all that. Do I want my Pyreball? Do I want to kill that guy? Ah, so much stuff I want to do. Let's see, this unit will be eaten by the front unit without an eaten ability. That's hilarious. Buffet. This unit can be eaten 3 more times. Oh, that's like the dudes in the first game. I forgot about that, the little minions. Oh. Okay, I feel like this needs to happen here. Okay, so he's gonna kill that guy. And maybe... lava armor's not the worst thing that I could possibly do here. Okay. Oh, no! That's right, I forgot the equipment. Ah, it's so hard for me to remember. Excellent time to get that. And then I guess I'll play that dude up there. So I stopped drawing them. Spikes 8. That is a lot of frickin' spikes. Okay. So, let's see. I want him in front now? That guy goes away. And wait, that works anytime anyone moves? Oh, just she has to move. Somebody goes, oh, so cool. Okay. I understand how that works now. Alright. Make it rain. We'll make it rain. Well done. Well done. Okay, so I get that back next turn. Thank God. Damn, he gains a lot of armor. Waves remaining 1. Okay, I was like, how long does this freaking last? Jesus. Let's see. So... that was a mistake. Should kill that dude. Ah, damn. Okay, well, just cause it is. Wait, what the fuck? What was that? Okay. Wow, my hero is really good all of a sudden. You son of a bitch. Oh, Kale. You dirty bitch. Oh. That's kind of interesting, actually. Oh, well, that went fast. Almost. Almost. Extinguish. Gain 1 dragon egg, okay. Summoning a whelp reduces cooldown of friendly units by 1. Wow, alright. Cool. Alright, well that seems like a good place to end the stream. Thank you guys all for watching so much. I appreciate it. That ran a lot longer than I thought. Alright, well, y'all have a great evening. I hope to be back much more frequently, but thank you again. Night, Gucci. Good luck, dude. Seriously, good luck on your step 2. I bet you killed it, but wish you the best. Alright. Take it easy, everybody.